10 hidden female weaknesses men need to know now. Men often find themselves trying to impress women with their looks, wealth, or charm. These external factors, while important to some degree, often miss the deeper psychological aspects of attraction. What if the true key to attracting women lies in understanding psychological triggers and weaknesses that women themselves may not even be fully aware of? In this video, we'll explore the hidden weaknesses and subconscious desires that women have. Once men understand these, they will not only improve their interactions with women, but also build lasting and meaningful connections. Based on years of research in human psychology and the Stoic philosophy, we will look into how self-control, emotional regulation, and maintaining a calm demeanor can make a significant impact on relationships. Stay with me, because the next few minutes could transform the way you think about attraction, emotional connection, and even your own emotional strength. 1. The power of emotional certainty. Women, like men, are highly emotional beings. However, this does not mean they are out of control. Rather, their emotions guide much of their decision-making, especially in relationships. One of the greatest hidden weaknesses of women is their deep need for emotional certainty. The subconscious need for stability. Women seek emotional stability. It's not just passion they crave. It's security, the feeling that their partner will be emotionally steady, especially in moments of chaos. This is why women are subconsciously drawn to men who remain calm in the face of adversity. Think of it like this. If a woman feels she has to emotionally stabilize her partner, it changes the dynamic. She becomes the dominant one, and attraction diminishes rapidly. The Stoic principle incorporating the Stoic idea of emotional regulation is vital here. A man who is not overly reactive, who doesn't panic when things go wrong, and who can handle challenges with quiet confidence, will naturally draw women to him. His ability to provide emotional certainty offers a sense of safety, which women subconsciously desire. Personal insight. I've seen countless examples in both my personal life and in the stories of people I've worked with where men's emotional instability led to their relationships failing. The moment they learned to remain calm, regardless of what life threw at them, their relationships became more stable and attractive. Example. Think about a woman who is feeling stressed about work. She comes home and, instead of expecting her partner to mirror her emotional state or make her feel even more anxious, she finds comfort in his calm presence. He listens without judgment, remains composed, and provides emotional support without being shaken himself. This stability offers her the emotional certainty she craves and makes him far more attractive than someone who is easily agitated. 2. Women are drawn to what they can't have. It's a simple truth about human psychology. We value what we can't easily obtain. This is why rare items such as diamonds, limited edition products, and even luxury cars hold such appeal. Women, similarly, are naturally attracted to men who create a sense of scarcity. Why availability hurts attraction? When a man is overly available, eager, or too obvious in his attraction, he loses value in a woman's eyes. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are a bit harder to get, men who maintain a level of mystery and distance. This doesn't mean playing games. Rather, it's about maintaining independence and having a life outside of the relationship. The Stoic strategy. Maintain mystery. One of the greatest strengths of a Stoic man is his ability to remain independent and not let his relationship define him. Maintaining an aura of mystery, being selectively available, and revealing himself slowly over time will keep a woman intrigued and invested in him. Personal insight. In relationships, I've found that the more a man loses himself in a relationship, making the woman his sole focus, the less attractive he becomes. The man who has passions and pursuits outside of the relationship is the one who captures a woman's attention and keeps it. Example. A man who lives his own life, works towards his goals, and has hobbies that don't revolve around his partner keeps her guessing. She doesn't know when he'll text, when they'll meet, and that mystery makes her continuously chase the connection. If you were to give up everything to please her, the dynamic would shift and attraction would begin to fade. 3. The unspoken influence of deep voice and presence. There's a psychological trigger that many overlook: a deep, controlled voice and powerful presence. Women are naturally drawn to men with deeper voices because they subconsciously associate them with strength, dominance, and leadership. This isn't just a random preference. It's embedded in our evolutionary psychology. The importance of presence, your presence in a room, speaks before you even say a word. How you carry yourself, how you move, how you engage with others all contribute to your presence. A man with strong presence is calm, deliberate, and exudes confidence, which naturally draws people, especially women, to him. The Stoic application in Stoicism, maintaining composure and poise, is key. When a man moves through life with purpose, speaks slowly and intentionally, and never fidgets or rushes, he demonstrates control. This control is a direct signal of self-mastery, a core Stoic principle, and it's incredibly attractive. Personal reflection. From my years of study in psychology, I've seen that the men who succeed in both their personal and professional lives are those who command a room without needing to say much. The men who are not easily rattled, who maintain steady eye contact, and who radiate confidence are always the most magnetic. Example: imagine entering a room where a man stands tall, composed, and engages with people confidently. He doesn't have to speak loudly or make grand gestures, but his presence is so powerful that it captures attention. Women and men alike are drawn to this silent authority. 4. Women can't resist a man who walks away. One of the deepest psychological weaknesses women have is their emotional reaction to loss. When a woman senses that a man is willing to walk away, she is emotionally triggered to hold on to him, because it implies he is self-sufficient and doesn't need her validation. The fear of loss humans value what they fear losing. Women are no exception. When a man shows that he is not desperate, that he has boundaries, and that he is willing to walk away from disrespect or emotional games, it automatically raises his value in her eyes. The Stoic response say, Stoic man practices detachment, not in the sense of being cold, but in maintaining emotional independence. This emotional freedom allows him to walk away when necessary, knowing his self-worth does not rely on anyone else's approval or validation. Personal insight. Throughout my studies of relationships, I've noticed that men who are emotionally dependent on their partners create an unbalanced dynamic. The moment a man stops fearing the loss of his partner, he stops chasing and starts leading. This shift in mindset is powerful. Example: if a woman starts pulling away or playing games, the typical reaction from a man is to chase, to beg, to try to fix things. But the man who simply walks away, confident that he deserves respect, creates a space that naturally draws her back. This is not manipulation, but a demonstration of self-respect and self-worth. 5. A man with a mission is her kryptonite. Women are instinctively drawn to men who have a purpose greater than themselves. A man with a mission, whether it's building a business, mastering a craft, or pursuing a personal goal, becomes incredibly attractive because purpose breeds focus, discipline, and independence. The power of purpose when a man is driven by a mission, it makes him unpredictable and intriguing. Women don't want to be the sole focus of his life. They want to be part of something bigger. The man with a purpose is independent and cannot be easily swayed by any woman. Personal insight. I have consistently found that the men who are most successful in relationships are those who prioritize their goals and self-improvement above all else. Their emotional independence and their drive towards something greater naturally attracts women who respect these qualities. Example: imagine a man who has a clear goal, whether it's starting his own business, pursuing a passion, or improving himself through learning. He isn't constantly available, but when he is, his focus and dedication make him incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to his energy, which is directed towards his mission. In this exploration of female psychological triggers, we've learned that attraction isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about understanding the core human psychology that shapes attraction. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally regulated, confident in their own presence, and driven by purpose. By mastering these Stoic principles, calmness in chaos, emotional regulation, and a strong sense of self. You not only become more attractive, but also cultivate a deeper, more meaningful connection with women. Remember, attraction is not a superficial game. It is a reflection of emotional strength, leadership, and self-respect. So, the next time you think about attraction, think about what you can control: yourself. Be a man who remains emotionally certain, who has a mission greater than any individual, and who can walk away when necessary. These qualities not only make you more attractive, but, more importantly, they make you the kind of man who can build lasting and fulfilling relationships.